Good evening. Okay, so time for some Pilates. Hope you've had a good Wednesday. It is Wednesday, isn't it? Don't know how to lose track. Every day though, I think it's a day further on than it is, even though the weeks are flying by. But that's how it goes. Okay, so I'm Jen. If you haven't met me before, seen me before, we are going to do a nice chilled one because we worked quite hard, didn't we, last week, I think. So we'll do a floor-based one this evening. So if you've got any injuries that you're looking after, or if you're new, then just stay with the base levels, and you can obviously take a break anytime you need to, if you need to. All right, so get yourself comfortable on your back. We're just going to relax our arms by our sides, and we're just looking up at the ceiling. Feet and knees are hip width apart. We're going to take a breath in, and then on the out breath we're going to slide the heel along the floor, keeping the heel on the floor, and then inhale as we return. So we exhale, slide away, inhale, return. So while we do that, we're just gently drawing the belly in towards the spine, so we're engaging the abdominals for the duration of the session. And we're also taking into account our breathing technique. So we're exhaling through the mouth as we take away, and we're inhaling through the nose as we return. So we exhale away and inhale as we return, keeping a slight bend at the knees so that we're maintaining a neutral spine and pelvis. Okay, so we're going to switch over onto the other side. So we exhale, slide away, inhale as we return. And we're just going to do a couple more on that side. Bringing our knees and feet together. We're taking our arms out by our sides, we're breathing in, and then on the out breath we're just slowly lowering the knees to one side, head in the opposite direction, and then we inhale, we slowly return, and then we exhale in the opposite direction. We're just breathing nice and steady. Okay, we're going to relax in the center. We're separating the knees and feet again, arms by our sides, we're breathing in, and then on the out breath we're going to raise our hands, bringing the palms in towards each other. We take a breath in, and then as we breathe out we circle, keep our shoulder blades down, inhaling as we return. So we exhale, and we inhale. Just getting some mobility into the shoulders. And then we're going to change direction. So we breathe out as we circle away, breathe in as we return. So you're going at your own pace, take it nice and easy. Remember, the slower that you go, the better. So we are going to roll over, I think, for the start of the session, just to change position. So we will start off this evening with the swimming exercise. So we're on all fours in a tabletop position. So bring our hands under our shoulders and knees under our hips. So for the first option that I'm going to show you, we just need to make sure, for all the options actually, that we just tuck the pelvis under a little bit, just so that we're not having the back kind of dip like a little well at the bottom there. Okay, so we tuck the pelvis under, keep drawing the stomach muscles in, we take a breath in, and then on the out breath we just slide our toes along the floor, keeping the toes down on the floor, and then we inhale as we return. And then we exhale, slide away again, inhale, return. Now the progression is to breathe out, slide along and then lift, and then inhale, bring the toes down, slide forwards. So we keep gently squeezing the stomach muscles in. And then your final option, as the toes slide along the floor, your opposite hand slides away, and then your arm and your leg will lift together. So just keep that going. Just to give you a different viewpoint. And just make sure that you're not kind of transferring all your weight as your foot slides away, kind of shifting all your weight across. So what we want to do is just make sure that the body weight doesn't shift. And then whichever level you're doing, as your knee comes back underneath the hip, we don't let our body weight shift. So we keep our knee from touching the floor. So hopefully you can see that from there. Inhaling as you return. So we keep going on the same side. And remember, you can stop any of these exercises anytime you need to if you start to feel like your technique is starting to go. So we're just going to, when you're ready, sit back over your heels into your release stretch. So we're just keeping the hands stretched out in front of us. And then when you feel good to go again on the other side, you're going to come up onto your hands. Separate those knees to make sure your knees are hip width apart. Take a breath in. And then on the out breath, take away. So for that first option, you can just keep your toes on the floor. If you're going for the second or third option, then just make sure your toes are sliding along the floor until your leg is straight, rather than lifting your toes straight away. So if you kind of start to do this kind of thing and lift your foot straight away, that's activating your glutes more rather than your abdominals and back. So we just want to try and avoid that where we can. And then once again, you can sit back in your release stretch when you need it. Where's my drink? There it is. Okay, so we're going to move on now. We're going to do the swan dive. So we're targeting now, we're isolating the muscles in the back, so the muscles that surround the spine. This is a really, really good one to do to help us with our posture and just keep the back strong and healthy. So we're bringing our elbows wide, tucking the chin in, we take an inhale breath, and then on the out breath we lift the head, shoulders, top of the chest from the mat, and then we inhale as we slowly come back down. Then we exhale as we slowly rise, inhale as we release. For the progression, you can let your arms come up as well. And then progression from there is to have your arms extended overhead. So whichever level we do, we keep the chin tucked in. So what we just need to avoid doing is kind of lifting the chin and looking forwards as we come up. So we keep the eyes down at the floor. And we also keep our toes on the floor. So again, it's just about targeting the correct muscles. In this case, during this session, we want to avoid switching the glutes on. We want to target the back. Okay, so keep your feet on the floor and keep from your hips down, relaxed. Keep drawing the belly button up towards the spine. When you're ready, sit back over your heels. This time, we're just going to let the arms, rather than being stretched out, we're bringing them next to the body. Okay, we'll do the leg pull next. So I'll just go through your couple of options for you. So this is a really good all-rounder for the core, so abs, back. You might feel it a bit in your quads and your glutes as well, upper body as well. Okay, so we are placing our elbows under our shoulders, head and chest lifted off the floor. You'll take a deep breath in, and then on the out breath you'll peel your hips and your thighs off the floor, just tucking that pelvis under again. So again, we're looking to avoid that little dipping in the back. Progression from there is to lift up onto your toes. So the length of time you're going to hold there for is up to a minute. So knees or toes is up to you. You might want to try toes but for less time, or go on the knees for the full time, whichever one works for you. Okay, so get yourself into position. Take that deep breath in, and then on the out breath, let's go. So time has started now. So keep your head strong, make sure your head isn't kind of dropping down towards the floor. So you're just looking about a metre in front of you on the floor. Shaking is normal. Halfway there. Well done, hang in there. Almost there. 10 seconds. And relax. Well done. Okay, for the stretch here, you can either just push yourself up onto your arms. Okay, so if that gives you a good stretch, that's fine. If you want more, then you're pressing up onto the hands. Not the most pleasant of things to do, is it? Makes us stronger though, so it's all good. Okay, well done. So we're going to roll over onto our sides now. I'm going to give you a nice one after that not so nice one. So we're going to do supine rotation, so lovely spine mobiliser this one. So we're coming down to the floor, taking our hands together, head rests down on the floor, bring our heels up towards us, we breathe in, and then on the out breath we're just slowly twisting around behind us. And then we're inhaling as we return. So again we exhale, and we inhale. So keep watching the fingertips all the time. You may be able to get your arm on the floor, you might not be able to get anywhere near, so just do what you can do. And while we're on this side, we'll do some lateral hip rolls. So we're just going to slide the arm now underneath the head, and the legs are in the same position. We're taking a breath in, and then on the out breath we lift the knee away, keep the feet together, keep the upper body really still. So this is the only part of us that should be moving. So again, keep gently squeezing your stomach muscles throughout. This is a really good exercise to do if you struggle with sciatica. It's a good reliever of the discomfort you get from that condition. It's also a good preventative measure as well. Okay, once you feel as if you're starting to fatigue there, then you will just bring your leg up towards you. Okay, so we're going to bring ourselves up now. We're going to just sweep our legs around to the other side. And we'll do the supine rotation, so we'll do them in the same order basically. So bringing the arms out in front of us, head rests down on the floor, take a breath in, and then as you breathe out, just slowly twisting, inhaling as you return. Okay, and then when you're ready, you can move on to the lateral hip rolls. So again, legs in the same position, we breathe in, and then on the out breath, lift the knee away, keeping the feet together. Inhale as you return. I think I say this every week, but I can feel yesterday's body tone now. So we're going to take that stretch again. So we're going to bring ourselves up to sitting position now. And we'll do the roll up for our abdominal strength. So bringing our hands around the back of our thighs, we're sitting up tall. We take an inhale breath, we tilt the pelvis, and we just flex through the spine. And then we exhale as we come back up to upright posture. So we inhale, we tilt, curve, roll down, and exhale as we come up. For the progression, we bring our arms forward, inhale and exhale, so we're increasing the range. Inhale and exhale up, so you're basically going as far as you feel you can maintain control. And then your level 3 is to come all the way down to the floor and all the way back up. So we just need to make sure that we're not bouncing back up, pulling back up. Maybe it should be smooth and steady. When you feel ready, bring yourself into full body stretch. Okay, moving on to the shoulder bridge, my favourite. I'm sure I say this every week as well, like a broken record. Alright, so we're coming down onto the floor, bringing our heels in nice and close. Okay, so our arms are on the floor, relaxed. We inhale, we tilt the pelvis, we push the lower back into the floor, and then on the out breath, we're coming up into that shoulder bridge position, and then we inhale, we slowly lower ourselves back down, one vertebra at a time, and exhale into neutral spine. So we inhale, and we exhale, and we inhale and exhale down. Progression. Inhale and exhale up. Inhale, take arms overhead. Exhale, bring hands to floor so the hips are still raised, and then inhale and exhale as you release. So that's 6 breaths for that. Inhale, exhale up, inhale, arms over, exhale, arms return, inhale, exhale down. Progression from there is to inhale and exhale into bridge. Inhale, lift foot off the floor. Exhale, extend the leg. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, place foot down. Switch legs. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Then you could come down out of the bridge and then go back up and do that again, or you can stay up and continuously just keep switching legs. If you want to work more on strength. If you want to keep the mobility aspect in the spine, then just do one on each leg, come down and then go back up. Okay, do one more, whichever version you're doing. And then bring yourself into a low back release. So we're going to do some hip work now. So we're going to do the one leg circle. So feet are hip width apart again. I'll start with the easiest level. So we breathe in first, and then on the out breath we raise one leg, bringing the knee above the hip. Okay, and you can just take your hand just near the knee, just to help you restrict your range of movement if you want to just take it a bit easier. So we breathe in, and then on the out breath we circle, and then we inhale as we return. So we're keeping the shin level to the ceiling. So we exhale and we inhale. Okay, so if you want to just increase the intensity, then you'll just take the hand away and you'll increase your range of movement. And then to increase the intensity even more, you'll straighten your leg and circle. Okay, so we just keep going in the same direction until I ask you to change. Try and keep this other leg really still and try and maintain the neutral spine, so a little space between your lower back and your mat. Okay, so we're going to change direction. Working nice and slow.
We're going to just take the ankle now across to the opposite knee, and then just
use your hand to push the knee away, stretch into the hip. Excellent stuff. Okay, we're going to switch sides. So when you're ready, you're going to just circle whichever direction feels natural to start with. So you've got your hand to the leg for support if you need it, your hand away if you don't, and then you've got the straight leg option as well if you want to work harder. Again, try and keep this leg as steady as you can. To change direction, almost there. Take ankle to knee and then push the knee away. And then we're just going to have one last full body stretch. Bend your knees, bring your arms by your side, and then just bring the knees in towards you and bring yourselves up to sitting position. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that session. Hope you feel a bit longer and stronger now after that. Enjoy your evening. I hope it's a good one, and I'll see you tomorrow. What are we on tomorrow? Thursday? Oh, it's circuit tomorrow, isn't it? 5 o'clock. Excellent. So hopefully I will see you then.